Jonah chapter 1, verse 9. And this is Jonah speaking to the sailors on the boat after they had been questioning him. And he said to them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord Yahweh, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land. Now the men on the ship suspected that something was wrong with Jonah because they had cast lots to find the bad person responsible for the storm. And the lots had pointed to Jonah. So in turn, they interrogated him, wondering who he was and where he was from and what he was doing. And so in our verse in this devotion, Jonah answered them. Now with the way that verse 9 is worded and structured in the Hebrew language, it's possible that Jonah was somewhat offended at their questions. Ungodly Gentile people were interrogating a man from the uniquely chosen people of the only true God, as if there was something wrong with him and nothing wrong with them. Now, it's possible that pride might have swelled within him at this point to suggest that he was no ordinary person. He was from no ordinary people, and he worshiped no ordinary God. It's possible that his response emphasizes that unlike them, he is a Hebrew, which is a people uniquely chosen by God, and his God, unlike theirs, is the only true God that exists. His God is not some puny God who rules over a limited region of the world. His God rules over all of the world. Now that might be a little forced and speculative to suggest that Jonah had this attitude at this point, but chapter 4 is going to later show that he seems to have struggled with his pride. So if it's true that a conceited pride was swelling within Jonah when he answered the sailors, well then that wasn't good. Have you ever had a time when you took pleasure in who you are, or where you're from, or who you were associated with, or what you were associated with, or what you had accomplished? As you meditate on this passage, think about how God's beauty is worth thinking about, not my beauty. Think about that throughout the day. And as you respond to this passage in prayer, tell God that you like His beauty, that is His glory. This is praise. And ask Him to reveal to you whenever you take pleasure in the pride of yourself. And when He does, ask Him to help you turn away from it and to be disgusted with it. And this is repentance. And ask Him to help you to fill your mind with a recognition of the beauty of the person of Jesus. And ask Him to help your mind think more in this direction. And trust Him to do it. This is faith in God or faith in Jesus. And step out in faith. Try as much as you can to meditate and pray as I just described.